You are lost. You are found. From City of Amsterdam.
I'm going to tell something about Broedplaatsen in Amsterdam. My name is Irene Kunst. I'm from Network Broedplaatsen Amsterdam. That's a foundation for all Broedplaatsen, art buildings, free zones in Amsterdam, both subsidized and not subsidized. And there are 45 of them connected to the network and are registered on our website, broed.net. This is the history. In the 80s, a lot of old warehouses were squatted and turned into subcultural centers, like for instance Pakhuis Wilhelmina. People lived there, worked there, had small companies, stages for bands, restaurants, bars. In the 90s, the squatting movement was much smaller, but there was a very active group of squatters in Plantage Doklaan who had a lot of contact with municipality and tried to convince them that those spaces, those art buildings and free zones were really very necessary for the city of Amsterdam. And this resulted in a project called Project Broedplaatsen. And this is a municipal project for to subsidize art buildings, and they were the first project of this municipal project Broedplaatsen. That was in 2000. After that it became possible for groups of squatters and groups of artists to bring in a plan and try to get it subsidized. This one succeeded. This is OT 301, a former film academy that has been squatted in early 2000. They have not mainstream programming in cultural events, like for instance alternative music, bands, performances and alternative cinema. These ones are four examples of squatted buildings, groups of artists with very interesting programming that were evacuated, so they didn't get any subsidy. Well, something more about this project, Broedplaatsen. They subsidize buildings so the rent can be low and there is more room for experimental art. And experimental art is positive for creative industry in the whole city. These are 37 projects already realized with the help of Project Broedplaats. Well, I told about squatted buildings, but these buildings, most of them have no such history. They are legally obtained. For instance, NDSM Yard. This is the largest subsidized Broedplaats of Amsterdam. They invested a lot of money in it, as you can see. They have a lot of space as well, indoors as outdoors. It's very suitable for huge festivals, spectacle theater festivals outside near the slopes of the IJ. And the biggest hall is called NDSM Shed. Inside of it they have built Art City, piled up workspaces, as you can see here. Well, they are still in construction. The construction they did by themselves in combination with architects, and the whole plan for the territory was an initiative of a group of artists, skaters, theater makers and architects. The next example is Broedplaats called Marsipanis. This is a bit of a different story. They ran a contest. They first had the building, the Project Broedplaats, then they ran a contest. So a lot of plans were brought in, and the best plan has won the building. That was the plan of Marsipanis. It's about interdisciplinary projects, interaction between performing arts and visual arts, and they also have done the reconstruction by the group of artists themselves. This is the place where I have my studio. I'm also a visual artist, and I'm connected to the network. That's why we always have the meetings of the network Broedplaatsen in Marsipanus in the Blue Room. That's our presentation and meeting room. Brings me back to the network. We are an independent network, so not to be mistaken with the project Broedplaats. We are for exchange between all Broedplaatsen and to show ourselves in our own way. And therefore for instance, we organize presentation, cultural events where all those Broedplaatsen can present themselves in their own way and make their own statement. This was, last year we had organized one of these cultural events for the first time, and there were a lot of presentations, and exhibitions, performances, music, party, and it generated a lot of publicity from local media. Then I'm going to finish with a question. Are Broedplaatsen being used by politics and municipality to promote the city of Amsterdam as being attractive for creative industry? This is a discussion that is going on within the artists of the Broedplaatsen. Some think they are used for making Amsterdam a more attractive city, and others think, well, it works both ways, and let's be realistic. We get money, we get building, and we can do what we want to do. So, thank you.
Thank you very much. All right.